Welcome everyone to our new podcast, Who Runs the NFC East? Four co-hosts who have been going back and forth in competitive trash talk for over 25 years. We will break down each of our team's games against each other teams that we play and have an analytic opinion from a perspective of a fan. And our thoughts moving forward mixed in with trash talk we all know so very well between fans. Welcome to Who Runs the NFC East? Introducing our fellow co-hosts, Takar's Bunch, Stanley Autry, Tracy Monroe, a.k.a. PZ Head the Flash, and myself, Yusuf Pridgeon, with some of our new representatives from the Eagles, Bird Gang, and special guest, MQ, as the Giants fan. Let's get into it.
We found one. We found a Giants fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm glad y'all here right now. My name is Takar's Bunch, one of the co-hosts here Who Runs the East, and I'm here to tell y'all right now, well, the Commanders run the East right now. Looking at last week, as a Cowboy fan, I've seen this movie too many times. I was at the Green Bay game in the playoffs when at the last minute they came back and lost the game because of the field goal, but it went right. That really should have went right. And should not have win, but it went in. I was in that game. I was at the game where we all know the no catch game, Green Bay game with Dez. So as a Cowboy fan, we already know we start out slow and then we come up short. We fine with that, but we do know we run the East. We do know that we'll beat the Commanders. We do know we're going to beat the Giants. We do know we're going to beat the Eagles. We're at least a split with the Eagles. The Eagles are at least decent. We're at least split with them.
I don't even think you believe that yourself, sir. Not at all.
The Commanders, we're going to sweep them. The Spurs, we're going to sweep them. We all know this. Now, y'all all can hate the Cowboys. That's cool. We love to hate y'all. Yesterday, I see a post from Stephen A. Smith, but I tell him how much he loves us. Even the fans, he loves us. We put money in his pockets. But at the end of the day, that's right now run the East. But at the end of the day, like always, they'll be at the bottom of the Giants.
And not your owner though. Your owner is out of pocket. You might want.
Listen.
He kind of out of pocket. I don't know. You
now,
gotta
since
know
we
about
talking
that.
Cowboys and we talking about the owner, we already know what the plan is. Us real Cowboy fans, we know what the plan is. They're going to run Mike McCarthy out of the building, bring in Dion, and that's when the show gonna start. We all know this. The shit came in the town, baby. We all know this. The shit came in the town, baby. We all know this. Jerry want to make money, right? We all know Jerry want to make money. Who else going to bring money in? Do you see what Dion did with Colorado? Now, we're going to say this for week 17 week 18. I'll bring this back then. But right now, all I'm saying is, I'm just going to enjoy beating all y'all and then losing at the end of the year so we can bring prime time back. We can bring Shador. We can do our thing.
So
now,
what you basically telling me is that y'all gonna have a top pick because y'all going for Shador.
No, I'm basically telling you this. We don't already see Shador ain't playing with certain teams. So Shador is going to say no. Yeah.
This man gonna be an undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
This man gonna be an undrafted free agent.
Yes. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Hey.
Yes.
Why is Cowboys fans
You
always
heard
like
first.
the loudest in the rooms, but always never win?
That's what I'm saying. Tell them
For sure.
Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, y'all do me a favor and tell me about the Cowboys game this past weekend, because You're talking all this trash. Tell me about. Yeah, but give me some breakdown.
Tell
me. How come?
The doctor is coming into town. Well, the doctor is going to be there when we get there this Thursday, actually. We're going to be happy as hell. And then guess what? Cowboy fans, don't brag now. We're going to whoop the hell out of them. We're going to get them by 40. There's my bold prediction. We're going to have 40 points at the end of the game come Thursday night. There's my bold prediction.
So Cowboys never lack confidence, so I tell you that.
Right, exactly. So, Eagles fan.
Yeah, let's go to the Eagles.
Mike, so based off of how you guys played last week, what do you think? Is there anything that you think that your team needs to work on, or you think you will stay steady? Because there's a lot of you had your chance.
Yeah. I don't. Hey, look. I don't want to take. Hey, somebody, go ahead and mute him. I don't want to take no advice from them. Because one thing, y'all all right. Y'all are about your money because you've been making money for 20 years and not making any wins. But we ain't gonna go. We ain't gonna go over there yet. There's a lot.
Second segment. We'll get there. Go.
But yeah. My defense finally stood up. You know, we had the challenge. We heard the talk the whole season, the whole week. You know, we all know I'm not gonna run away from nothing. You know, we saw what happened with 1 minute 54 seconds against Atlanta, and it was exposed. So Jalen Carter had to step up. Our defensive line had to get aggressive. Our DBs had to stay on their assignments, and I think that right there, that hunger that we had really portrayed and pushed us through where we need to go. Offensively, we lost 2 linemen during the game. We were without A.J. Brown, but the offense don't stop. The flow don't stop. We have to work on being smart. Jalen has to be smart with the ball. He has to protect the ball. He has to realize that he's not out there by himself. There's 11 guys out there on defense that's coming to take him out. We have to have a coach that lets the offensive coordinator does his job. And right now, it's like we're fighting against ourselves, meaning the coach, instead of taking points. So we've got some internal things we got to work out. You know, but
you don't have the tush push no more.
Oh, the tush push is there, man. The tush push still. No. The tush push wasn't stop. 87% success rate in the league, sir.
Last year.
So to your point,
last year.
So we still went for it this year.
So speaking of that,
you gotta catch the ball.
Speaking of that, basically, he did go 29 for 38 with 311 yards and 1 interception, but I think he had numbers.
So let's look at where we're at. After being 2-1, we're 6th in passing yards, 257 yards per game. We're 4th in rushing yards, 167 yards per game. 2nd in total yards, 24 yards per game. The thing is, we need to put everything together a complete game. You know, we need to put a complete game without the turnovers. But scoring points and having a successful offense has never been our problem. It's that defense just letting things, go past. But we're there, sir. We're there.
Yeah, because you guys are missing.
Week one,
key players.
Week one, y'all play who?
Week one, we played.
No, that's week 2.
No, that was week 2.
That's week 2. Week 1, y'all play who?
No.
They didn't play week one, they won by 3 points to the Saints. Week 2.
No. They just now beat the Saints this past week.
Yeah, that was on week 3.
Yeah, that just happened.
See, the first game of the season was against. See, that's why you don't let the Cowboys talk about the team. I was waiting for him. So we beat the Green Bay Packers.
The Falcons. And they play the same. Go to our website. See,
you gotta scroll up. You gotta scroll up, sir. You gotta scroll up. First game. The first game of the season was in Brazil against the Green Bay Packers.
Brazil Packers. Yeah. How can I forget that?
Well, it's not so. Well,
For the first,
I'm sorry, but
game was against
it's
the Green Bay
not saying me that.
which
You're
was a
right.
win.
You're right.
Hold on.
You're right.
Hold on.
Okay, Green Bay was y'all opener. Where was the y'all beat Green Bay by what?
Man, I left that game in week 1 because that was like pretty much like a preseason game. So getting a whole lot of things out. Once again, some things carried over of not taking points when we needed to. So that game right there was just one of those stepping stone games.
Yeah, I think everybody's week 1 was that
But the
kind
most
of like
important
that
thing
test
is
game.
the most important thing is we handle business as we supposed to.
Yeah. So
Then against
let
the
me get
Falcons-
this straight. So let me get this straight.
Mhm.
Y'all lost to the Packers, who are a playoff team.
No. They beat the Packers.
Y'all beat the Packers.
They're two. Listen,
Okay.
they're 2-1.
Okay, y'all beat the Packers.
Hey, this man want me to be 1 or 2 with them so bad, man. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry that they went 2-1.
The only team that
I'm
lost
sorry.
this weekend is Dallas. Okay, so y'all doing all this talking, but y'all the only team that lost this weekend. Can the winning people? Can they winning people talk? Can the winning people talk?
Hey Tracy.
Y'all got next weekend.
Hey Tracy.
Y'all got next weekend.
Hey Tracy.
It just feels so glorious with these wins and their losses. So
Hey,
glorious.
Tracy. Hey Tracy.
You can't talk your way out of losing,
Let's keep-
guys.
Let's keep
Next,
saying
hey,
this because we
next you about to say some
We
antics.
missed them.
Okay, so let's go. So let's see what MQ perspective. Were you able to see any of your game this past weekend? Did you
Giants'
watch
first
any
win
highlights?
of the
Did you even
season.
check any?
I think I've seen half of the game, like the
Okay.
latter half.
Okay, good. All right, so
The
bet.
important half.
So
That's what I'll talk
So
about.
yeah, because only thing I'm gonna definitely say though, the only thing that I like about the Giants is Neighbors, because I really like that kid. Neighbors is like super
A
dope.
good pick.
We had this
really good pick.
Yeah, it's a great pick. Because if it wasn't for Jaden, that's who I would have want the Commanders to grab because he's dope.
I ain't see him coming, so I wouldn't have known to grab him, but he's good.
Man, he was. Man, look, I was watching
call him,
LSU. He was crazy.
Did he come? Did he came out of LSU, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
LSU
that
putting
was
out some.
that was Daniel's go-to guy. That's why I knew him.
man.
Man, what? I haven't heard Thompson's name in the NFL yet, but I know Neighbors is out there. Even though he dropped that one pass to help us win that game, other than that, that dude's been making some crazy catches, like ridiculous.
Yeah.
But to you, my friend,
what's up?
what your team is? Whoo, boy, y'all get this.
Yeah,
Y'all gonna take these L's.
We proud of you for stepping up and representing for the
and
Giants, represent your squad.
Absolutely.
Especially
We're on the same team, right?
So is there anything that you would think that your team needs to work on, or you would want them to do better based off of how they played in the past? Since you haven't been on like on the last podcast to talk about, is there anything that you would think that they would need to do better in your eyes to be a competitive in the NFC?
Well, I think that we all know, our quarterback situation is a little funky right now, but I think that, I think he didn't do bad last week. So bearing that, I think we have somewhat of a opportunity, to grow, but do I see him being the quarterback in the future? No. Hopefully we get Arch Manning or somebody like that. But until then, I think we're going to deal with what we got. And, I think Neighbors is growing every week. So that's some positive, and we're just going to look at the positive. I mean, the Giants is not far off. I think it just seems that way because of our quarterback situation. But if we can work out that defense to be back to big blue defense that we usually are, better than anybody in the NFC East, let's be frank, we are one of the top defenses in the last decade or two. So let's speak about it. You could go far up above with me about our defense. So
are y'all auditioning?
I can pull out cards. Are
y'all auditioning for Bill Belichick?
Bill Belichick.
Yeah. Are y'all auditioning for him
as a coach? as a coach.
Yeah, because your team looks
Nah.
real tasty for him, man.
I don't
Defense.
know. I don't see. That's a good. Actually, that's a good.
I don't see him in New
question,
York
but
though. I don't see him in New York just for the media side of it. He doesn't like to talk, and New York is a big media.
Uh-huh.
Is a big media market.
Yeah, I don't think he's a good fit for us. But I don't think Dayball's a bad coach, to be honest with you.
No, he's not.
I actually like him. I think he's in a tight situation. I mean, it comes from the top, right?
Oh, yeah,
you
so-
know, like why get
Yo,
rid of
so-
Reed? First of all, let's go back to our GM before, which was
Yeah, I knew it was
good.
coming.
Why would
I
they
waited
get
for it to
rid
come.
of
I
a
heard
guy
it
that had a championship? Tom Coughlin, like.
Take
You know
time.
what I mean? And then everything from there went south. Like
Yeah. So Mike,
my guy here
say
left.
thank you.
Beckham traded him away.
Say
And then
thank
all
you.
from there, just yeah.
And
Hey,
Saquon,
I just
Finley.
want to say,
I
I
didn't
just
want
want
to
to
say I
say
didn't want to
that
mention that
Christmas
one.
came so early. Christmas came so early. You know,
Yep.
I was wiping my eyes. I was like, I couldn't believe it. You know,
I can't believe it
65
either.
yards, just running. I mean, but the thing is though, with that, the running back, you know, this might be a topic for another day, but the running back position has been devalued so much that, I mean, back in the day, a running back like Saquon would not have been a free agent.
He'd have
You
been
know?
$100 million, $200
You know?
million guy.
Let's look at. I think it started. Yeah,
Mhm.
it started going away like LaDainian Tomlinson. When he went to the Jets, I was like, oh, here we go. You know, like the running back man position has been gone. You
Yeah,
know?
but like Saquon is not just a running back. He's a good wide receiver too. He could catch.
Oh, yeah,
Not wide receiver, but he could catch the ball.
That's-
Like
yeah,
people
yeah.
underestimate his catching abilities, and so
Very true.
I was like, you can use
except
him
for
in
the goal
so
line,
many
but, you
different ways. I'm like, why wouldn't you throw the money at him? And then you give money to this dude. Like,
Injuries.
that's upsetting. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
you know,
yeah.
Jerry said it best. We ain't got no money for them. So,
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey, that was the realest thing I ever heard him say, man.
we ain't
You know?
got, you know,
Well,
we got
listen, let's
we
not
got
let's
the
not let's
highest
not
team.
let's not kid ourselves. This dude been here every year. He's been in the league damn near. So
Saquon?
yeah, I
mean,
went, yeah,
But we ain't
Saquon. I went for no big money on Saquon.
Saquon. He said that
But
about
what running
Derrick
back
Henry.
has it though?
He said it about Derrick Henry.
Jeremy Jones dropped the ball on Derrick Henry. However, Derrick Henry is a older back. Jeremy Jones like to draft his own people, groom his own people, pay his own people. Now, is that the right thing to do? Yes. Is it the right thing to do all the time? No.
Swag said it on ESPN this morning. Everybody knows that when you do better, when you win a Super Bowl, when you get it in a free agency, you've never seen, there's not one team in the NFL in history that's won the Super Bowl going through the draft. It doesn't work like that. You have to have a complete balance between veterans and young people in order to do so. And rookies, you have to have a balance. If you always thinking you're going to try to get to a Super Bowl with rookies on that rookie contract, that's not going to happen.
And that's a great segue. Speaking of rookies, that doggone Jaden Daniels.
There you go. And, you know, it's a great
Guy
segue.
played well.
Now we're talking,
Look.
going to the highlight of the week. The
Uh,
highlight of the
I'm
week.
happy.
No
I'm
matter.
happy that y'all have.
It's one
I'm
game.
happy that
Y'all
y'all
got
have a
one game
franchise
here.
quarterback.
No.
I'm happy y'all got a franchise quarterback.
Hold up.
Look, so watch it.
Whoa.
But look, but you have to.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
The card.
Congratulations.
You too loud.
Look,
What? Takar,
Oh, too loud. Too loud.
yeah, you the only team with one win. What you talking about? You and the Giants.
No. You have one. You finally got a quarterback.
Look,
Congratulations.
Yeah,
look,
but you said one game, but we 2-1, sir. We 2-1.
Okay, 2-1.
You got lucky week 2 though.
Yeah,
You're very
yeah.
close in week 2. Let's
Yes.
calm down.
Well, this is what I'm telling you. As a rookie QB, as you hearing them say, you see what happened to Bryce in Carolina.
Mhm.
So what I'm
Mhm.
saying is, it's not always that you get to put a rookie QB in as a starter game 1, and they
Mhm.
start showing this kind of growth within 3 games. It
Right.
ain't about the wins. It's about the fact the boy ain't throwing no picks. He's not turning the ball
no
over.
turnovers.
He's scrambling and
And
making
he run
completions.
like a deer.
Right.
Yes,
So, and
he
this
run
is
like
a
a deer.
weekly episode. So this is that one game, that one week. We will talk about any mistakes, anything that happens per week. So, but as of right now, we will go this week's episode.
Yeah.
We will give him his flowers, and then if he messes up next week, then
Yeah,
we'll
like
talk
next
about his
week.
mess up. Huh?
Hey,
Yeah,
we
the
play
rookie.
Arizona.
Go make-
Arizona,
go make rookie,
another scat
mistakes,
quarterback.
But right now,
You know,
this
y'all
man-
real confident
this
about
man-
this game against
so, yeah.
the Giants, but y'all keep on thinking the Giants going to lay down for y'all.
yeah.
We're confident knowing that we're better than your ass.
That's okay. So Stan,
That's not what.
Stan,
That's not what the
the
standings
record
show.
does not reflect, sir.
Thank you,
so
Mike.
Stan. So Stan, from your analytic opinion, based off the game that you saw yesterday, what is something that you like? What's something that you need to work on? And what do you think that we will do going forward?
Well, first of all, what I definitely enjoy right now with the team that we have is that we have a quarterback that's mobile. Mike was speaking on it, just watching him actually get out the pocket and create another threat. Just to get the first downs and keep the chains moving. That's big for a ball club like Washington. And having a game in where we don't punt, we score on every drive somehow, field goal, touchdown.
That hasn't happened in a very long time.
And against the Bengals, let's say that.
In this
So
game
playoff
with the Bengals, neither team punted and neither team had turnovers. And this was the first time this
That
has
was a
happened.
clean game.
Ever.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, seeing that kind of come out, especially since we got Dan Quinn, the former Cowboys defensive coordinator, as the coach, I was thinking the defense would be ahead of the offense, but right now the offense is ahead of the defense. So we can just get the defense to start showing up and to have some confidence and play with it and some swagger. I think they can be competitive. But we already know we're not the ones spending $100 million on our receiver, $100 million on our quarterback, $100 million on our DB. Like the team that has a star on their chest. They supposed to be leading the way with all this money they spending, but we haven't spent very much money. But somehow
we still got money. We still got money
but
left. We
somehow
still
we
got
find
money left.
ourselves at the top of the division right now with the Eagles. So, right now we playing with house money.
Yeah, for sure. And the one thing that I just based off those players that you was talking about, like there's the Jeremy Chin has been playing very well as a safety. I will give him that. He's been showing up a little bit here and there. So he has, whenever he's on the play, he doesn't get beat. So I'm appreciating his efforts in the game. Wagner and Louisville, they lead the team in tackles right now. So they're kind of sort of doing their part. I just want our defensive line, since we have 2 number 1 picks in Payne and Allen, to be able to push that pocket in the middle, because if you keep trying to rush from the edge from the middle, if that makes sense, you will always push the pocket and leave your quarterback open to just go down the field at any point in time. So based off of that, I want them to do better. And then once they start, because that's when Joe Burrow last night was messing up and missing his throws, is when they pushed the pocket up the middle. Even when I look back at the other games that to see how they lost against the other 2 teams, that's when he gets rattled, is when you push that middle. So when you push the middle, he messes up. So therefore, that's what I want our middle. And I know how, Allen has been a little jaded for the past couple of years when we've been, he gets hyped when we're about to win and then we'll lose, and then he gets angry. But I want to see him be in more of a positive mindset where he can, start putting that effort in that we know that he can do. Other than that, like I said, I really think that the offense is ahead of the defense.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. With Stan is that as well. So I want them to start putting together. Everything is starting to come together very slowly but surely. But you can see it starting to piece itself together. It's going to be slowly but surely. But there we go.
Number 17 looked comfortable out there catching that over the shoulder long pass too. I was like,
that was pretty dope. That was special.
Well,
that last catch was special.
And you can tell he was pretty much elated. Y'all might didn't see it, but at the end of the game, he pointed at his quarterback while he was being interviewed. Like, I finally got a quarterback, basically, is what that looked like. I might really have a quarterback finally, because he's been having 1,000-yard seasons with a different quarterback dang near every season he's been in
every year.
So he hadn't had a consistent QB that can actually get it to him when he's open. So right now, Jaden did that, but I hope his head, we talked about LSU, I hope he got a good head on him. It was a great game, but like the Cowboys are saying, the next week will be coming. So have fun for one day, but after that, get back in the books, get back focused, humble yourself, come out hungry again. It's a long season.
So, say, do you remember what we was talking about last night when you said save that for tomorrow? And it was I forgot what the trigger phrase for Tracy was. Or Peasy. It was
Peasy said that he was already having a bad day at work.
that's what it was.
And
That's
then
what
the
it was.
Cowboys game just made it. Felt like they was toying with you guys' emotion again. Just if it would have been a straight blowout, you could have just went back to work and cast it away. They actually gave you hope there at the end, just
Like
to
the
let
Saints.
you down.
Like the Saints,
No, they didn't
like the
give me
Saints
hope.
was able
They
to go to
didn't give me
work and
hope.
have no problem about that. Yeah.
No, they didn't give me the vote.
After that Saints
What's
game,
happening?
just went ahead.
No, what's happening is right now while the trade deadline is not approached, Cowboys will make a trade. We will make a couple trades.
No, you
What
won't.
Yes,
do you
significant
think? What do you think that
No, you
as
won't.
far as your opinion? Who you think they would trade? Like in your opinion, if you was a GM, where would you go as far as like who you think you would need and who would you think you would get rid of in that trade? If it was you.
Draft pick, and that would be a stud wide receiver.
I mean, you have
Draft pick.
everybody. Like,
Another one?
What more do they
No.
need, man?
No, hold
You got
on.
quarterback,
No,
wide
no,
receiver,
no,
linebacker,
You got it, y'all.
outside linebackers, line, like,
Okay,
you got everything.
no.
You probably got
I
way
said-
more than anybody in the NFC East. You still can't win. You never gonna win.
Okay.
Say it again, brother.
That's it. Right drop.
Okay, listen. Okay,
So
listen.
y'all
We
one
spent-
receiver away from the Super Bowl is what you're saying. You one receiver
What I'm
away.
telling you is, all right, y'all bum teams, we spent less amount of money than everybody. We spent less amount of money than everybody.
Lord, guys,
You
come
got the
on,
most
guys.
expensive quarterback
spend
in
any money.
history.
We spent
Y'all spent
less amount of money
because
than
y'all had to
free
drop-
agency.
Quarterback in history.
Y'all
yes,
had to drop
yes,
200
yes, yes.
million.
You spent the
No,
least amount of money in
after we-
free agency.
Do you realize how much cap money we would have saved if we would have went on and signed Dak Prescott, signed CeeDee Lamb? We would have had enough money just like everybody else. I only created the cap for y'all to watch. We know how to move the money.
Bro, you had the best tight end in the
Trust me.
game. You had Witten.
Okay,
You couldn't
listen.
win.
Listen.
You're forgetting that,
For
right?
one,
Yeah,
for one.
I could name all these people
For
you
one,
had. You had a whole roster
Tracy.
of wide receivers.
Tracy, what do you tell these peon clubs that we're the only team with 5 Super Bowls? We're their daddy. Now,
That's all you gonna say?
now,
And
yeah,
when's the last
now,
one?
that's
1990?
what all
1990?
Cowboys will say. That's sorry.
No,
That's
What
what
was
you
the last
now, don't
year
get
with
me
that?
wrong.
Chicago? What was the
Don't
last
get me
championship?
wrong.
and I hate
You're
that.
ruined.
I know. I hate that. I don't.
Sanchez.
You ain't gotta.
That's-
You know.
I asked
you
when
ain't
the
gotta
last
twist the knife.
championship.
Hey,
You don't
Cowboys,
have to.
when
But
is your last
you don't have to twist the knife.
championship?
We know.
When was
Hey,
your last championship?
Y'all can have more people throwing bombs than me. So
I was waiting on Diddy to be
so-
the Diddy
so-
to be talked about.
yeah, so we ain't not worried about that.
For our
Here's the
first
thing.
viral moment.
Here's the thing. I'm ready, me personally, I'm ready to see what's going to happen when the Giants play the Eagles, when the Giants play the Commanders, because I already know what we're going to do.
Yeah, talk about it. What
Yeah.
y'all what
We
y'all gonna
already
do
played
this
the
Thursday?
Commanders. We lost. Very
But yes,
small.
they already
very
played
small
us.
thing.
So
Right.
they gonna
The
play
second
y'all.
time.
Your
The
turn.
second time.
What's
The
gonna
second
happen?
time.
What's gonna happen
The second
Thursday
time.
when the Cowboys come to town for New York? What's gonna happen that game?
40 points. 40 points.
40.
40 points.
You're
40 points.
delusional like every year.
Okay.
Delusional
How many we
Cowboys
scored last
fan.
year? How many we scored last year? I'm delusional, but how many we scored last year, MQ? First time in
It's a
6.
different
Last year's a
team.
different-
Last year don't count.
Last year we had neighbors. We had a lot of
Just like
players.
the Tush.
We had
The
Burns.
past was the future.
Just like the Tush.
We in a
Tush.
new season. Why you talking about
Just
last
like the
year?
Tush.
Okay. The future
Yeah.
is not bright, my friend. It's unfortunate.
You're basing the last championship, 5 championships that
Yeah, because
last,
I don't want to speak no
I don't
money.
know, last century. Then you're talking about last year. You're always talking about last. What about this year? This year. What we doing?
Who was last year? Who was last? Who was last year?
You talking about
Who was
last
last
year. You're
last
talking
year
about last
in the
year.
NFC East? Who was
5
last?
championships from the last century. What about this year? 1 and 2. What you guys doing?
Oh, I mean, well, I
How
mean,
many-
You can't carry over. You can't carry over last year to this year.
Prime time Thursday. Yeah, I got prime.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah,
boys and
somewhat.
girls,
I mean-
we will score 40 points. We will
You
score
talking about
40
Thursday?
points.
Thursday?
We score 40 points.
40
Put that-
points.
Put that on Friday. I want that in the newspaper, like Jimmy Johnson said. I wanted it in 3-inch lettering. We're gonna score 40
Okay.
points. The Giants are
Hey.
trash.
The last time I heard Jerry
Okay, hold on.
Jones was talking about
Hold on.
8-inch carry.
No,
Eight
don't
inch
go there.
dig. Who's talking about an 8-inch dig?
Yeah, your boy.
And
That's what I
it's
was
around.
saying
It's
earlier.
a
What's wrong with your owner,
an
No, it
bro?
8-inch
wasn't.
dig.
No, it wasn't. No, bro.
What's
No, it
wrong with
wasn't.
your owner,
No, it
bro?
wasn't.
Okay.
Because
He
Tack
was
Arts.
talking about an 8-inch dig route.
Cut.
Bro,
Hey, yo.
hold on.
Hey.
Look. Tack Arts.
Y'all
Wait,
weird.
Tack Arts.
He's talking about an 8-inch route. An 8-inch
Hold on.
Hey, look.
Hold on.
Hey, look. There was no baby
look.
oil involved on that one.
Look.
Super
That one
Bowl.
did just slip out.
Okay.
Ay,
So
ay, ay.
I'm not going to allow you to allow this conversation to go into that delusional realm of nonsense, because you cannot talk about somebody's body.
Yo,
And then he said my man had 5 long big hands, long
receiver.
arms, and then you
receiver.
gonna sit there and go with an 8-inch dig route?
that
Dig
Super
route. That's
Pause,
what we're
my
talking about.
guy. Super Pause.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
talking
all right.
about
That's
man.
that's
That man
that's
owns
what you heard.
dirt.
That's what you heard. Okay, great.
It wasn't a
Bruh.
good look, but yes, he was talking about
Bro,
an
don't
8-inch
even have
dig
that.
route.
Don't.
Yes, sir.
Don't even defend it, bro. You defending it is even worse.
Hey, man, it's he got this on his chest. Yes, absolutely.
Because right
Absolutely.
now, that boy good go to who?
So
We're gonna win.
last week we was talking about Carolina and Bryce Young and the red what do they call him?
Andy
Red
Dalton.
rifle.
Andy Dalton.
The red rifle.
The red rifle.
Yeah, the red rifle. So all of a sudden, like, we were just really talking about it, and Stan just happens to be like, "Hey, why don't we just put in Andy Dalton? He plays well." And then, like, 8 hours later, 10 hours later, there was a notification on the phone said that they made the switch. And then during that game, he balled out immediately. So with
Play
that
like he
being
was playing
said,
for his freedom.
right. So with that being said,
That boy is good.
award goes to Stan the Man.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna take it.
I don't know how you even call
For
that
sure,
one.
for
I don't
sure.
even know how you even seen that, but that's
Yeah,
good
he
stuff
called
right
that
there.
immediately.
What did he
Hey.
call again? I'm low.
That was a franchise altering move
to
too.
switch to bench Bryce Young and put in Andy Dalton.
Because everyone was coming at Bryce like the coaches didn't know what they were doing. And I'm like,
Yeah,
well, really,
yeah.
I don't think it's that situation. I think right now Bryce just hadn't had a quarterback to watch to see how he
Yeah.
make his pre-snap read. So throw Andy in there. Andy's been to the AFC Championship with the Bengals, so throw him in
Yep.
there. He's good for a couple of wins by himself.
14-year veteran,
Yeah.
11-year, 14-year veteran.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
does that help him? Does that help him in a positive way? Do you think that they're communicating to him of what the end in mind is?
I
Or
think
are they
Andy.
gonna let
He
the
can read
media?
the defense. He can read the defense.
I think Andy's telling them what he's seeing, but whether
Mhm.
Bryce can pick it up and at a later point try to come in and do it himself, he probably get another chance. Not this season, maybe, but he'll get another chance.
Yeah, they
but-
said Bryce is pissed off, so I don't think anybody's communicating with him.
Bryce is pissed off for a few other off the
Other
field
reasons. Other reasons, brother.
Ooh,
Other
get into it.
reasons.
All right, all right.
Other reasons.
Oh, Takar, you don't know?
Oh,
You don't know about that?
Hey,
I'm writing a
did Philly
thesis,
come
brother.
back
I
in the
don't know nothing
conversation?
about nothing.
Hey,
Oh,
did Philly come
yeah.
back in a conversation?
Yeah,
Tyreek
they did.
Maxey?
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
Hey, man.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
Don't leave your girl.
you know.
Don't leave your girl around me. So
Are you
Tyrese
serious?
Maxey.
Not
Tyrese
Are you
Maxey.
serious?
Hold on, hold on.
Hold
One at a time. One at a time.
Yeah,
Right,
not
it's the
Eagles, not
76ers.
Eagles, but 76ers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all Cowboys people, y'all gotta quit drinking before you come on the podcast. So
you know what I mean?
you know, I don't know what be going on with y'all head,
He's
but
still winning. He's still winning.
Tyrese Maxey for the Philadelphia 76ers is rumored to now be dating Bryce
Well, ain't no
Young's
rumor. I see
ex-girlfriend.
the pictures.
Well, you know, I gotta say it this way. Because we going out to the public, and just so you know, it was
Allegedly.
reported by somebody else. I didn't see it. I'm not reporting it live.
Allegedly,
what
there's some
happened.
pictures out there.
So
the way they framed it is that they showed, you know, like they have her walking down the player, what you call the walkway when they were going on the practice field when you're not supposed to have your significant other, you know, in that particular
with Bryce,
with Bryce during that particular time frame. It's just supposed to be only players, for practice. So she's walking down with him. Then all of a sudden, like the next day or like the next week or whatever, they see her. They got a picture of her in the stands with, like you said, that other guy, and it's like that off the field distraction.
Yeah,
it's not good.
And you know,
this picture, he was standing there like,
you know, he young, so you know that stuff can hurt. It can sting.
Yeah, it can sting. So,
man, listen. No, I don't think you got $1 million in the account. You got $1 million in my account. I ain't worrying about no woman. Now that's just my wife. Ain't worrying about
he's
no
alone.
girl.
He's alone in his room looking up at the wall right now.
Yeah,
he must not have a father or uncle or somebody in his life that can say, go ahead and play ball. Boy, don't worry about that daggone girl.
Right.
You
So,
can buy
but
$1 billion of them.
Right, but that's dealing with mentorship. So that's dealing with somebody that has his back as far as how to do that. If he ain't got that, then you know what I mean. If he leaning hard on that area, it's gonna be difficult to manage.
And if we keep it real, you know, I ain't trying to start a whole rant. Yeah, I don't want to start a rant from this for whoever sees this, but at the end of the day, to take down strong men, usually it's gonna be a woman that does that. So I mean,
absolutely.
You know, the Delilahs are all
or to bring them up, or to build them up,
or to build them up to make them even better.
Yeah, they definitely can do that.
They can go up, but they can go down. And while he learning, Andy Dalton is cashing
it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Say look, like he's supposed to be getting in that phrase why he's angry. He should be doing major focus right now. He should be in those books, in that gym, making sure like this so he can actually come out on top based off of if he has any type of internal pain. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
But shout out to you, Bryce Young. If you should ever see this, we rooting for you, brother. You know,
yeah, man.
Don't even worry about all that. You know what I mean?
Definitely
turn that whole thing around, and you know what I mean. Get to it. Get to work.
Hey, he just gotta remember. He just gotta remember what actually got him to the league. You know, he didn't all of a sudden have, you know, just show up. He had a great high school career. He had a great college career.
Yeah,
he learned from some of the best.
Yeah,
you know, he was in some great offenses, some great players.
You went to the Alabama program.
You know,
the Alabama program is not easy, so you should get right back to that.
Yeah. So that's it. Is he a system player? Is he playing out of the wrong system?
Well, that's what everybody.
That can be a lot of things.
Yeah, that's what everybody was believing was happening. But I think it's more or less what Tom Brady was saying. Like, everyone wants these rookie quarterbacks to come in ready to go. And the only way they're going to be ready to go is if you play the same offense they played in college. Rather than learning how to read NFL defenses or how they kind of try to fool you on defense in the league. They'll show you one coverage and switch it. You know, right at the end. And you can't just do that college stuff before I'm just going to run the play or I got 2 plays out of that I can throw an option to. You got to really be able to be out there and be like, I'm going to call my own stuff right now because I'm seeing something here that the coaches ain't seeing, and we're going to get positive yardage. But he just might not be quite there yet. But Andy's showing him a little bit. Andy's showing him. Same team, same O-line, same wide receivers, and he making a stud out of Deontay Johnson this past weekend.
Oh, like, yes, sir.
For sure. I was like,
I mean, let's not. I mean, the thing about it is, do you think the Giants will trade for him?
Nah,
I don't think the Giants will trade for him. I feel like the Miami Dolphins will trade for him. I feel like Miami has weapons that could utilize his talents, kind of Alabama like. I feel. fast receivers.
You know
Waddle,
what? That is
Jalen
crazy
Waddle.
because your boy not. Because I don't know. Is Tua coming back? Because that could be a situation.
Tua's
So,
out till week 8. Tua's out till week 8. So
He's
there's
not out. He's not out that
time.
long. He only got 4 games.
he said something.
Yeah.
You should have had a toilet flush sound.
That man got and ordered a 6-piece nugget.
Get
man.
Get a biggie bag and just it's over, man.
Yeah, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for him, but yeah, that's an unfortunate situation because he has talent. It's just the fact that I'm not even gonna say that
it's
joke.
supposed to happen. Sometimes you get snatched. It's him. He's in a boat. He just can't fall as far as Zach Wilson fell. Zach Wilson, it happened to Zach, and now Zach has got to find himself back into a place where he's improved. Don't take this time off and be like in your feelings. Take this time off and learn. So when you get your next opportunity, you like, okay, yeah, he's doing better. He's doing different. So,
don't
that'll be up to him.
So let me ask you this: Who is the stud? Who is the stud defensive tackle on the Giants right now? Who is y'all stud at MQ? Who y'all stud defensive tackle and who's y'all stud wide receiver?
Thibodeau.
That's y'all stud?
Why
That's
y'all
a
break?
sad defensive line.
You said
Lineman.
Thibodeau.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, ain't that the Knicks head coach name? You said Thibodeau.
Yeah, I think his name is Thibodeau. Isn't his name is
Yeah,
Thibodeau? The number
Thibodeau.
5 dude?
So look,
Yeah, he's a
number 5.
defensive lineman. I
Is
think out of Oregon.
Is he kin to the head coach of the Knicks? Coach Thibodeau?
I don't know. All that.
Nah, he's a brother. He's a brother from Oregon.
It ain't.
Yeah,
He's
all I know is that
he's very
whenever we
active.
play against the Giants, he wrecks us.
I thought his name was.
every
I thought
time.
his name was.
active.
I thought his name was Devereaux or something like that.
No,
y'all talking about the DN?
Thibodeau.
Okay.
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Y'all
He's
talking about the DN?
very
Okay.
active, man. Very active.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is.
he's very active. That dude is a monster.
He's a disruptor.
I don't like him at all.
He's a monster when
He's
he's
a
playing.
I don't like him at all.
When he's playing Washington. Outside of Washington, I don't see him doing much.
Yeah. Well, no, I said when he plays us, he wrecks us every time. Like he's everywhere. He's covering, he's sacking, he's tackle for losses, he's everywhere. And it's only him by himself.
Let's be honest. Everybody gets up for the NFC East within our division. We beat each other up, and it's like when we go out and we play other teams in the league, they understand. We're the SEC of the NFL. Basically, they feel us. They feel us.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
Well,
but we're
Is that true?
That is
We're
true.
like we're the only NFC. I mean, we're the only division that everybody has a Super Bowl in it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, we got 5 of them.
That's cool, man. Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah. Philly was late to the party. Philly was late to the party.
Hey, look.
They got into the party. Yeah.
Hey,
They
look,
showed up fashionably late.
man. Fashionably late,
Yeah.
but hey, look. Oh, we love
Fashionably
how
late.
she looks, bro. We love how she looks, bro.
Hey, and if it wasn't for Doug Williams, I don't even know if we would even know about the Washington Red Commanders football team.
Technically, sorry to let you know, Doug Williams that year still wasn't the best Redskin football team. That was the 91 Redskins. That's literally the best team in the NFC of all time.
Mark Rippon?
Crazy.
Mark Rippon?
They will literally tell you that the
Mark Rippon.
91 Redskins is the
Of
best
all
football
time.
team of all times, buddy. The NFL.
The guys with the yellow jackets. That's who.
The guys with the yellow jackets, the NFL said, you want me? Matter of fact, hold on.
Do you know off the top of your head, best team ever by DVOA?
Yes.
Who was that?
If you are looking for the regular season only, by the new version of DVOA that I created a couple months ago, the best team ever was the 2007 Patriots. If you want with the playoffs included, which I think is what people really mean when they say best team ever, it's the 1991 Washington Redskins. Although my numbers do not go before 1981. So I don't have the 70s Steelers and I don't have the 60s Packers in there.
Wow. All right.
But people do not
There you
realize
go.
just how good 91 Washington was. They were a tremendous team, all around team. Offense, defense, and special teams were all top three. 14-2, lost the last game because it didn't matter for the playoffs anyway. Whipped their way through the playoffs. Fantastic, fantastic team. Third best team ever is the 1985 Bears.
Smoot, if you could play on any of the 3 Super Bowl teams, which one are you playing on?
Ooh.
Are you playing with Riggo in Super Bowl 17? Are you playing with Doug in Super Bowl 22, the 35 points in the second quarter against the Broncos? Or are you playing with the team, the 91 team?
First of all, great question. In 91, that's what I would have been with, Gary Clark and the rest of those guys. That's what I want to, because I feel like their team was voted the best team of all time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The 6-5 Cowboys in 1991 handed the 11-0 Redskins their defeat, and their only defeat at home, 24-21.
We
So
didn't
you
play
don't
any
have to
starters.
bet.
We didn't play any starters. We was already good. 11-0.
11-0?
We already good. Yeah, we already good. We going to the playoffs.
Right.
We going to the
Okay.
playoffs. We won the
They
Super Bowl,
already,
right?
they already had that Y next to their team name, so they were good. They didn't have to play anybody.
The 72, we talking about the undefeated thing, the 72?
Yeah. The Dolphins and the 85 Bears.
85 Bears had the best defense, not the best team.
I'm just gonna be real. I feel like we need to put BC after all these Cowboys titles that we be talking about. I believe it was before Christ.
Well, y'all only had one. So I mean, y'all only had one out of since 1960. Only one. You only have one.
But we've been a consistently good team.
Yeah. So that should be wrong.
No, I should
glad.
I should continue to celebrate the many wins and the many things that we've done. I mean, we can't keep jumping back to 95.
Hey, listen, check this out, right? My best friend was a Cowboy fan. I'm sorry, he was an Eagles fan. May God rest his soul, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something, Mike. He would agree with everything you say and then some, right? From the other side if he could, but he can't, and he knows his friend. So I'm here to tell you, y'all only got one Super Bowl. The Giants got more than y'all. The Richardson and Red Commanding football team got more than y'all.
Nothing but
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
nothing
it's
but
like this.
facts. Nothing but
Listen,
facts.
bro. Y'all have one thing. Y'all have two things, 3 things in y'all team that I like. 3 things. Y'all have Howard Roseman. Y'all have Howard Roseman, right? You have an owner who listens to Howie Roseman, and you at least have Jalen Hurts. I'll give you that. I'll even give you Saquon Barkley now, because he's a stud. I'll give you Saquon over Jalen Hurts. Challenge. So I say to say this, and here's another one of my bold predictions because I love doing this.
Yeah, we actually we're about to do the bold predictions in a minute or so. So go for it.
Okay,
We're about to be close to that hour.
Okay, this is for the entire season.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Go for it.
The Washington Commanders are gonna have a better season than the Eagles, and I'm gonna love it.
You know what?
Hold on.
No,
Yeah,
because y'all have to understand we have a better season than the Eagles. That means we both had a better season than the Cowboys.
No.
Right, and then we're gonna have
No.
a better season than the Giants. So
understand that.
therefore, that means that
said
we're
it
gonna have.
better myself, Stan.
Understand
Could
that.
have said it
Pipe
better
down.
myself. I mean,
Understand
listen, this 1 and 2 work. This 1 and 2 talk that we're listening to. Are
Yeah,
we
pipe
really
down.
going to continue to listen to this?
Yeah,
I mean,
Pipe down.
sir.
5.1
Sir.
versions of alcohol in one.
Okay.
They can't
Okay.
even remember when they
I'ma say
won the
this.
home. When the
I'ma
last
say
home
this, and I'm
game
gonna be
y'all
quiet.
won? When the last home game has the Cowboys won?
We have more home games than everybody on this damn call. We have more home games than everybody on this call.
Not
When
the
was the
history.
last-
Not the history.
When was the last
Not
home
history.
game win for the Cowboys? That's right. Google it.
You know that's playoff. Y'all won. Y'all won. Okay, Google it. Y'all won.
Hey,
Uh,
We already know
2014.
that we already know that ain't happened since Kirk been dead. It's been
Right,
since
yeah,
that
right.
era. So, we don't
Yeah.
have to Google it. We know our team, but y'all haven't won a home game since last year.
What happened? You went out?
No, we can hear him. I can hear him tapping.
Okay.
You know,
He might can't hear
you
us.
don't want
though.
to hear winning football. That's what it is.
Right,
You don't want
exactly.
to hear us talk.
Good.
It's that good.
Good. Now we can finally get some good dialogue here without all that.
Your headset died. That's what it was.
Yeah. That's what he get trying to go wireless.
Mm-hmm. All right. Getting
Hey, look,
Get-
try to go wireless
get that
and end up being
cord.
winless, right?
Yeah.
right. Right. So like I said, we are the
Look, you
the
said,
dubs for the week.
look, he done. He done for
He
it.
done. What you
So
think?
this be the good time for the segment for the kicker. For the kicker video that I got.
Oh. Yeah.
To give
For
him
sure.
time
for
to
sure.
try to get back in.
For sure.
Yeah,
For
I know
sure.
MQ and Mike hadn't seen it, so
Right.
but I don't even know if you can insert it for them to watch it, but you can probably insert it later.
Oh, as a matter of fact, yeah, go for it. I think
I wonder why
can hear.
how come we can hear him but he can't hear us? Oh,
Hold
his
on a
wife
second.
control. He got to write a note.
Hey,
Nah,
talking about
his-
BT
his
before
wife-
Christ.
his
They
wife
gotta go
turned
back
it
to
off.
no writing.
His wife hit the note. Quiet. Look, he writing. You can't.
Hold up. Did you put the video? You put the video in the group chat, right?
Yeah, it's in our group chat, but yeah. So this next segment, we're going to look, Dallas, watch this.
1 and 2.
It's hilarious.
That's funny. But yeah, for this next segment, we're going to take a funny clip from the Kansas City Chiefs, Atlanta Falcons game. Again, shout out to all the kickers of the league, making a record of kicks this year. But we found that the Kansas City Chiefs kicker, Harrison Button, has a secret sauce.
And let's look at our good kicker here, Mr. Buckner. Slow this down. Let's take a good look. As he looks at the field goal, get it right. What's this with the hips? Oh. Placeholder says, I think he's ready. That hip looks erect. Give me the ball. Here it comes. And look at that pose in bloop. Right before they could block it. Harrison, I think I found out the secret to your sauce. This is what makes you a great kicker for the Chiefs. Who knew? It's all in the hips.
As you can see, he got that little wiggle in his hips. And it got to be the secret sauce because the boy is great at kicking. So I ain't knocking his game.
That one hurt him,
But
too.
how he get that hip erect, and then the snapper snaps the ball and he gets it through the goalpost all day long. But I ain't never seen it before until I slowed it down in slow motion. So shout out to Harrison Buckner. Whatever that secret sauce is, you got it. You got it.
He said you got it. For
You
sure,
got
for
it.
sure, for sure. All right,
You
bet.
got it.
So
Give me a thumbs up because I can't hear you. Okay,
I
cool.
gotta give you a
So check
thumbs
this out.
down for that 1 and 2
I can't hear
record.
y'all
look,
which is a good
look at
thing.
that. Look at that.
because I
Bang,
don't want to hear no
bang.
miss, no how.
Did y'all see that?
But I'm glad y'all can hear me.
Did y'all see that?
So
Did y'all see that?
I'm gonna say this before I go. I
Bang
don't know
bang
what
right here.
himself is saying. He might be saying something.
Look,
Are you saying
how
something?
come you can't hear us? Read the chat.
He's not saying nothing. Okay. I'm gonna say this real quick.
Hear me? Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna say
got
this
you.
real
Yo.
quick before I go.
We got you, Q. Yeah, you good, Q.
I can't wait for next week.
Okay.
Can't wait for
So
next
yeah.
week. Make sure you hear Mike.
You mean
Make sure you hear
Oh,
Mike.
yes, sir.
Hold on.
Oh, yes, sir.
Be here.
I definitely.
Make sure you hear.
Okay,
Because-
hold on. So
MQ, you better be here.
we
You
got
better
to
be
we got to
Watch
do the
this.
predictions, score predictions.
We got to let him know we doing the predictions because I don't think he can hear anything. Let me text him.
Predictions. Okay. Let me know when it's my turn because I can't hear y'all, but just let me know when it's my turn.
Okay, bet. All right, so
See?
we'll
Looking just like Dak Prescott. Look like Dak Prescott. Looking everywhere but the receiver. Everywhere but the receiver. CD Lamb running wide open and he can't see him.
Right. All right. So MQ, let's go with you. So of course you're gonna say you're gonna win because I think that's you wouldn't say
Why
anything
would I
less.
say the Cowboys gonna win? I mean,
Exactly. So that's why I said it wouldn't be anything less. So we're just gonna go with you think a score prediction
there you
would be
go.
24-21.
All right.
Yep, Giants are like
Cool.
It's on me.
a little
Yeah.
bit more realistic, guys.
Good. 24.
21-11.
All right.
Come on, 10, whatever you said.
Y'all
Bet.
just let me know
Go
when y'all
ahead.
ready for me to go.
Go for it.
You ready for me
You
to go?
already said 41-13.
So, MQ, first and foremost, I'm going to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am so sorry for the whooping you about to get. Last time CD Lamb called for the ball and had that particular, I'm not going to say childish, but I'm going to say that rant on the sidelines that I love to see him do, he balled out for the rest of the year. He did that last year. He can do the same thing, Same thing. I'm predicting 2 touchdowns. Two touchdowns by CeeDee Lamb and a whole bunch of this. And a whole bunch of this. And a whole bunch of that. And it's going to be, I already told y'all
touchdowns right
one
there.
time, but
That's it.
I don't know if y'all saw it, but
2 touchdowns.
I love
got
it.
it.
man,
I love it.
I
you know
got
good
the
and T Will, it's going to be 41-13. Dallas.
41-13. Okay, bet.
41-13. Dallas.
So Mike,
Dak
you
Prescott,
guys got Tampa
CeeDee
Bay
Lamb.
Sunday at 1
They're
o'clock.
going to get it together.
What you
Zeke
got
going to have him a nice
I don't get to
end-zone
comment.
run in y'all
I don't get to
house.
comment on the Washington
And that's all I gotta
Giants
say.
game.
Huh?
Yeah,
I
comment
don't
on
we
the
get to
still
comment
Giants
on the
tanking
game.
with Coach
Washington
Prime
Giants
because we're
game.
not going to
what
win
the
no Super
Bird
Bowl.
gang got.
We're going to get
Shit,
Coach
go
Prime
for
What
it.
the
next year.
Bird gang got.
I got
I said it here first.
I got Washington and I got the Giants and Dallas tying 10-10, and then the light's gonna go out. and that's gonna be the end of the game. Ain't nobody gonna win. But next week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I got Eagles 28, Buccaneers 13.
Cool. 28-13. Bet.
28-13.
All right, Stan, you got Washington and Arizona. What you got?
Woo, y'all got Marvin Harrison
we
coming
going to
into
his
town.
That's what makes
Junior.
it dangerous.
Yeah, for sure.
And we won 2
Average.
games in a row, so it's kind of hard to get 3 in a row. But I'm gonna try to stay on the upbeat and say we pull it out 26-24. It's going to come down.
Taking the two. I like that. Vegas.
I think it'll only be like a 26-24 score.
It's gonna come down to the containment.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of
containment.
spying on both quarterbacks.
Agreed.
Played by both defense.
Kyler Murray.
A lot of people know what that fits,
so
man.
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to pull that one out, but I'm hoping we can keep the win streak going.
Okay. So you said 26-24.
Yeah,
26-24.
If we can do it.
My first game, my first Giants game live was in Arizona last year, and they looked good. So
Yeah. Right.
and now they're even better this year. So let's see.
So I'm looking at it. I'm looking at Arizona with a 1-2 record right now. So I meant what I forgot to do is I forgot to look at their previous weeks to figure out how they lost their games to see how we need to emulate or see what we need to do to
Some of them
emulate
games they
what
could
how they
have
took
won.
their loss.
They could have won. They just ended up doing it. Arizona stuff. That normal Arizona stuff.
Right.
So sometimes they show up and they look
Arizona.
great. Some
Right.
days
So
they show up and they
Arizona.
kill themselves. So
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They did the same thing last year. We was losing to them bad.
So
see that, Trace.
and when they have that particular type of fight, you know what I mean? Especially if it's been close and they just happen to make small mistakes and then they lose. This is the times where I get worried that they're going to pull it together happen to be on us. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden it's like we're going to take that L. It might be one of those games. That's why I thought, I was wrong for thinking that against the Cincinnati Bengals team. Because they was 0-2, and I thought that they was, they weren't going to let Joe Burrow go 0-3, but they surprised the mess out of me, and they made that win great. So, but I'm still going to pull for my boys, like Stan said. I'm trying to ride with the upbeat. I'm thinking it's going to be around the because I'm not sure what Arizona's defense is like, but I'm thinking it's going to probably be around the 28 to 21 range, and
Okay.
that would be my prediction for that. But I think we're going to go 3-1, so they're 1-3.
So you're a defensive game. Okay.
Yeah. Because what I'm starting to notice is that every game that we have is it's an element of bringing something together. You know what I mean? There was an element of Jaden carrying the running the ball. The second game was him. What was the second game was like
Nah, the
something.
second
I
game
think
was
the defense
just
was starting to
defense
come
and
together.
field goals, thanks to the Giants. But we was playing the Giants, you know.
Yeah. So So it was the Giants, but then it's like we just got a kicker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
We
kicker
fired
just
our
started,
kicker game
and
one.
he, you know what I mean? Yeah. So this is the first kicker that he came in. He got 7 for 7. So that game was for the kicker. Let the league know that we got a kicker. This game was Jaden's come out week. So he came out and showed that he's going to open up the offense a little bit more. So it's like each game is a little element of something that we're bringing to the table. So it's like it's kind of interesting on what they're going to show this week. So we'll see how that goes. But with that being said, we are at the end of our time. And I would like to thank each and every one of our co-hosts and guests of the representatives of their teams for tonight's episode. We appreciate everybody for checking us out, watching, listening to our rants and raves, and having all the good time that we do within the NFC East, or who runs the NFC East. So, fellas, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. Keep God first. What we're going to do is we're going to see y'all next week, and we're going to run it again. So, other than that, I will holler.
Peace, fellas. Go Birds.
The best.
Go Birds.
Why do you think they got a movie at the Little Giants, baby? The best.